Hey y'all, it's your girl Shani Cole, and welcome back to Cole Hustle. Hey co-hustlers, I know y'all been like, bitch, where you been? Look, I've been dealing with a lot of stuff, y'all, and like I think I told y'all this before, when I'm not in the right mental space, I don't want to get on here and record. I like to get myself together and then come back and present myself in a better light. So I've been doing a lot of thinking. I've been planning a lot of videos because there's been so much happening in the world. Oh my God. But the first thing that I wanted to come back with is the Sonya Massey murder. This story really touched me. And it really hurt my feelings. Because there was no reason for this to happen. But more information has been coming out about the situation and the fact that this was more so planned than just a random, let me shoot her, okay? Which we knew it was more personal because of the situation. It just seems off, like the whole story. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to ask questions. I am just going to pull cards and let it tell me the story of what happened, and then we'll see where we're gonna go from there. All right, so make sure that you guys like this video so that other people can see it and it gets to the YouTube algorithm. It's also a way to support my channel for free. Also guys, we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, so make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button so that you never miss any uploads. Also make sure you hit the bell so that you get the notifications. All right, so let's get into this, y'all. Spirit, give me the energy around Sonya Massey. Sonya Massey in this situation that has happened, this unfortunate situation. Give me the energy around what happened that night. What really happened? What happened that night, Spirit? Sonya Massey. The first thing that I'm going to say about this case, this was already in the works. Okay, you see the Empress here? This is Sonya. And then you have the Ten of Swords in reverse, which shows a person dead. Okay, a person that's been stabbed to death or murdered. This was always the agenda. So this tells me that even though this was a phone call, there was some sort of setup pertaining to this phone call. And that's the back of the deck. Okay, first thing I'm getting here is that this was already, again, this was a plan, but it was a terrible plan. This is something that they already had in mind. And what I also will say is I feel like, just from looking at the spread, it feels like they really thought, they tried to weigh the situation multiple ways and see how this would play out. So what I'm seeing here is when it came to Sonya hearing that noise outside of her home, that was a part of really trying to get her to call the police or to get her to come outside. Okay, by her calling the police, there was no rush because these people were already there. Okay, they were already there. Now, I don't think the partner knew what was really going on. I think he was just going along with whatever the hell the officer was trying to do, but he really didn't know what was going on. So he was more so, there just like, okay, what we doing? But I do feel like he got some type of insight from, I forget his name, but the man who is responsible for the murder of Sonya. I do believe that he gave him a rundown of what was possibly going to happen. Also, what I'm saying here is I feel like he really saw Sonya as a threat. This is the Queen of Swords here. This is a woman who is very demanding. She knows what she wants. She's very smart, and this also tells me that Sonya did have a lot of mental things going on. Hence why he said something about her. How is her mental health? Sonya does deal with mental health issues. And I feel like this was a part of the plan. You know what I'm saying? And, they're saying something about his wife or whatever had a run-in with Sonya at the hospital. And this was more of a retaliation. So I could see where the female thought of this plan and the husband executed it. I'm also seeing here where there were two decisions that could have happened here. This situation could have played out totally different. And I honestly think that the other officer that was there, he was asked if he would be willing to do it. And of course, he's got his hands folded like, nah, I'm not taking this. This is on you. To be honest, I don't know, y'all. Was the officer that killed her, was his body cam on? I feel like it was the other officer. And if it was, he turned it on because he didn't want to be responsible for what happened. So he turned his body cam on to get the footage, to make sure he was not held responsible for this situation. Okay? He didn't want no parts of it. Things took a detour. When let me just say this. Sonya Massey is very spiritual. Okay? So the fact that she was already telling them not to hurt her, she knew that something was about to happen. She didn't know what, but she knew that something was not right. From her hearing the noises outside to the police coming extremely fast. First of all, police don't come that damn fast in our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So that's an automatic red flag. Like, damn, was y'all down the street? You know what I'm saying? Was y'all down the street? So she already felt that something was off. Hence why she was saying things like, don't hurt me. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Because she already felt it. She felt that something was not she felt that something was not right. Okay? And Sonya didn't want any problems. She didn't think that her boiling water was a weapon for the police, which is not. So this caught her off guard. She knew something was going to happen, but she didn't think it was going to be this type of situation. So I'm just going to pull a few more cards, y'all. Sonya Massey. I'm just going to ask again, did Sonya Massey already have a feeling of what was going to happen to her? She was hesitant upon calling the police. She was very hesitant upon calling them because, you know, police never really help us. But her mind wouldn't let her process calling the police and, you know, feeling like this was going to help her. And the police is represented here with the King of Swords. This is someone in authority. Someone in authority. She already had her, you know, ideas of the police, and when it comes to calling them for situations, she was hesitant, but she felt like she needed protection. Okay? So I feel like she did feel it, but she wasn't thinking that this is what was going to happen to her. She didn't think that this was going to happen like this. She thought she was being protected. She thought about this before. It's like she took some time to pause. Almost like she was going to go somewhere instead of calling the police. Or she was going to try to leave the house so that, you know, she wasn't there for whatever was going to happen, but she was scared. And she didn't know which direction to go in. So she called the police thinking that, you know, they were going to help her. But something in her mind wouldn't let her process. Something ain't right about this because of their quickness. It was the quickness for her. She picked up on it immediately. And also, I feel mentally she was just going through something, and her mind was just making her feel like she was not safe. And her mind was absolutely correct. So I don't think she just absolutely knew something was wrong, but being that she did have mental problems, her mind would not rest because in her mind she felt like something was not right, but she was right. Something was absolutely wrong with this situation. What will really be the outcome of this Sonya Massey situation? As far as the police officer, like, is he going to really do some time? Is he going to do time for this? Is he going to do time for this? To be honest, y'all, I don't see him doing no time. I feel like, you know, they're going to let this pass and they're going to move him somewhere to another department or, you know, another state or whatever. And, you know, they're protecting him. They love to protect their people, protect and serve, which they did not do for Sonya. But they're going to protect him by any means necessary. I do not see him doing any jail time. Honestly, I see him moving to another job, maybe a different position, and trying to put this thing in the past. But people are never going to forget who this man is or what he did. But I do see him moving away. I don't see anything happening to him drastically, which is crazy. That's all I want to talk about with the Sonya Massey case, guys. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel. If you want me to do a part 2 on this, if you have questions for the Sonya Massey situation, make sure that you comment down below. Make sure that y'all like this video once again, and please subscribe so that we can get to our 1,000 subscribers, you guys. And I will talk to y'all on the next video.